Okay, so let's talk about how to find the best Medicare agency to sell things like Medicare Advantage and Medicare supplements. I'm going to run down a quick list of tips here, things you need to consider before joining to help you find the best match so you can have a wonderful, fantastic, and profitable Medicare sales career. My name is David Duford, owner of Duford Insurance Group. I train agents and recruit them to sell final expense Medicare and annuities face-to-face and over the phone in my virtual agency. And if you'd like to learn more about it, there's links above and below. Just click the link, check it out if you're interested. So let's jump right in. All right, so tip number one here on finding the best Medicare agency to join is make sure there is actual training. It's funny because I started off in the final expense business, selling and then recruiting final expense agents. Now we also recruit Medicare agents. And one of the problems with final expense that I find is way more of a problem in Medicare is that there's virtually no substantive training. What I have seen in doing my due diligence and comparative analysis of the competition out there is that most of the Medicare business agencies out there, they don't train worth squat. At best, they've got a few videos, watch the videos, but they don't train you on how to sell the stuff, how to connect with prospects, what kind of leads you can use, how to get in front of prospects at the door and over the phone, how to handle objections when you hear them. They kind of let you figure it all out. And it's a travesty because the Medicare business is so lucrative and training is so important. Why haven't most organizations really combined the both of those? Of course, at the Duford Insurance Group, we take training super seriously, both for final expense and Medicare. And we train our agents how to sell the stuff, how to market it successfully, and how to build themselves up into successful agents. So if you're looking around at an agency, ask them about how the training works. If they kind of look at you cross-eyed, mark them off the list and probably look at somebody else. All right, number two is ride-along opportunities. So this, again, is kind of an extension of training. You want to see how the stuff is actually sold. And for not everybody, but for some people, seeing is believing. Being in the car, seeing a Medicare appointment firsthand is how you're going to best learn. Good agencies have the ability for you to get in front with other agents who are successful to see how the business is run. For example, that's what we do at the Duford Insurance Group. I have agents across the country doing Medicare that will gladly take an agent out in the field for a day to just basically show them the ropes. No cost or consequence to them, just as a service to them, because that's kind of the kind of culture that we cultivate. So ride-alongs, if you need them, look for them. If they don't offer them, pass on. Now, next on the list here is number three, lead program. So again, you got to have people to see, right? So now a lot of organizations will have things like, Aetna or so-and-so or other agency or whatever may sponsor some kind of lead program for you, but they don't actually give you advice on what leads to use, how to work them, which ones are better than others. Or maybe they'll say you go sit at a booth at a grocery store and maybe hopefully some people will show up and buy. And sometimes it does work well, sometimes it doesn't. What you should look for are actual systems that have been proven to work that are scalable and based off of investing your own money. We at the Duford Insurance Group highly believe in our direct mail Medicare Advantage lead system. We see agents out there who are writing 5, 10, even 15 policies of Medicare Advantage a week, and it's completely scalable to the level of activity that you want to run. So if you don't have access to this stuff, you're going to be like a lot of these agents out there that don't sell any Medicare Advantage other than the last 2 months of the year. We sell it all year long with our strategies. And you're just going to put on 25, 50 new clients every 2 months at the end of the year, and you're never really going to scale to that huge level and make the kind of income that's possible. So make sure that you've got intelligent marketing programs that are available to you. Also, you need to make sure you have lead subsidy programs, okay? This is where your agency, for those of you who are productive, have the capability to subsidize your leads to reduce and even eliminate your lead costs. That's what we do at the Duford Insurance Group. We have programs, if you're interested to learn more, for agents who are good fits for it to drastically reduce the cost of their leads. Because one of the downsides of selling Medicare Advantage is there's a little bit of a lower first-year commission getting started, so you want to make sure that you have a lead system in place to make the business a little bit more viable. So if you're interested in that, go to davidduford.com/contact to learn more. Also, you want to make sure you're fully vested from the first day. Okay, so there are agencies. I had an agent in Ohio. He approached me and he talked to an agency that had 50 agents selling Medicare Advantage. And he reviewed the contract, and the contract said that all the business that he was writing was going to be the ownership of the agency, but not the agent. And he asked the person, the agency owner, well, what if I leave? Do I get to take these commissions with them? And the guy kind of squirmed in the seat and said, yeah, not really. No, it's mine. And so what this agency owner was doing was contractually obligating agents to work for him. And if the agents left, they would lose all those residual commissions. So it's important when you look at an agency to ensure that you own your book of business. If you don't own your book of business, why the hell are you selling for them? I mean, frankly, I don't mean to be rude, but the benefit of selling Medicare is a residual passive stream of income that's not tied to any sort of contingency of whether you work with an agency or not. You're in business for yourself. You should own your book of business. So if you're looking for something like that, man, make sure that you are 100% invested from the first day. Of course, that's what we do with our agents. Make sure you're paid directly from the carriers. Again, this kind of is hand in glove with not being vested. Make sure the carriers pay you, not the agency. And then lastly, of course, my final pitch for you, if I haven't already convinced you with my subtle attempts to talk about the Ford Insurance Group, is look at our program. Hopefully I've kind of hinted enough so far that what we do might be a good fit for you. And now is probably the best time to look to getting into Medicare. I think we're on a 10 to 20 year huge opportunity to really tap into the retiring baby boomers, to help them with their Medicare. There's not nearly as much agents as we need out there. And there's a huge opportunity with us to help you with great commissions, great carriers, lead subsidy programs, and to generate a huge passive income that only Medicare could really provide in the realm of insurance products. So if you'd like to learn more how we can do that for you, go to the links above or below, learn more about how it works with us. If you have any comments or questions on how things works with the Ford Insurance Group and the Medicare program, leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.